What's up, guys? It's Chris, the Bonafide Hustler, coming to you live from my garage. Something's changed this time. Look, I got a freaking bandana and it's hot as hell outside, okay? It's super hot. It's like 100 degrees in this garage, but I love my garage. I love teaching you about this stuff. But you know what? I just don't think I can do it next time in this garage. It's too hot. So this might be the last video that you see of the nerd shop up there and the little red walls and all that BS. We're going to be in my house, I think, for the next videos over the summertime here in this hot Texas town. So anyway, today, well, let me give you a quick summary for those of you who are new that haven't seen any of my previous videos. I'm all about making quick money on the side, and flipping objects that you find at garage sales, thrift sales, estate sales, flea markets, swap meets, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I flip these things and make big money. Okay, that's what I do. So if you watch my video series, you'll get to see how I do it. And hopefully, and through the comments, honestly, people are saying, like, you've really helped me out. I'm actually looking at some of the stuff that you're looking for. You got a great eye. So you know what? To all you guys out there that's commented on my videos, thank you very much. So let's talk about the very first topic, which is what we're going to be talking about today, eBay and feedback. It's interesting. A lot of people ask about eBay and feedback, and like, you know, they're all scared and like, what is feedback? And I don't have feedback, and blah 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 blah. No one's going to buy from me. Bunch of crap. So we'll talk about that in a second. But first, we're going to talk about last night. 8 o'clock last night, get on my eBay, closed auction. I made $340, $350 out of like a $17 investment. Totally amazing. This is why you guys need to hustle. And this is why you guys need to continuously be putting ads up on eBay and Craigslist and your local this and that. And you might even want to get an antique mall. So, I mean, an antique booth at an antique mall. It's very important, okay? As a hustler, you need to have 3 realms of places where your products can go to, all right? So, I want to address today a question that came upon my last video, okay? Someone actually in the comment feed said, hey Chris, what do you do with those Coleman coolers? What's the best avenue to sell them? And here's my actual answer to that. I don't like packaging these things up and bringing them to eBay. And here's why. Because it probably costs like 20 to 25 to 30 bucks to just move from point A in the USA to point B in the USA. And that's got to be rolled into the price. No one is going to pay, you know, 100 to 200, that's not true. Maybe like no one's going to pay like 150 to 200 on a dinged up, slightly rusty cooler with $30 of shipping. They're just not going to do that, man. It just doesn't make any sense. They can buy it in their hometown somewhere else, or in their hometown but somewhere else in their hometown. So what I do, there are 2 things that I do when I get a Coleman cooler. One's a really, really fun thing, and I just urge everyone to try this out at least once because you get some really, really cool things out of it. And the second thing is to actually get an antique booth. Very important. Antique booth, old stuff. Coleman cooler, old stuff, belongs in an antique booth. You don't get to see it. You know, you go in the antique booth, you drop stuff off, and then you don't have to come back until you want to drop more stuff off, right? They sell the stuff for you, and they take a 10% cut. That's how antique booths work. Okay, so the other avenue that you can use to get rid of the cooler, and this is the best. I'm honestly, like, I love this avenue more than anything, is to stick an ad up on Craigslist under the barter section, okay? And just say, I'm willing to barter this thing for, and just put a list of crap that you want. And you would be so surprised what you get. Out of a $1 Coleman cooler, I was actually able to flip that thing into a $60 knife one time. And it was totally wrecked, okay? But I still bought it because I knew it was an old Coleman cooler for $1. Whatever, I'll take a swing on that any day. I got a $60 knife out of that thing. It's an amazing knife too. But I'm gonna actually trade that $60 knife and see what I get out of that. So that's like my little experiment. Hopefully I'll get a freaking Bentley or something after like 20 different flips, right? So that's what I love to do, is I stick that thing on eBay, or not on eBay, on Craigslist, and just locally check out what people are going to be writing you on email. They're just going to be like writing you the dumbest stuff, things outside of your list, but they're going to be some that you're going to be like, no way this guy wants to trade me this thing for this dingy little cooler, but they will do it, all right? And that's where you come in and you trade it, and then you can get it for something that's actually worth maybe 60 to 80 bucks, and then you take that, try to flip that a little bit, and then it kind of just, you know, snowball effect. So that's my recommendation to you, how to flip the Coleman cooler. Very easy. Of course, I have the antique booth. I've got a slight advantage, okay? So let's also talk about eBay and feedback. All right, it's gonna be a very short video today because it's hot, and you know, I got things to do later on today, and I have to make this video, but it just can't be too long. So, eBay and feedback. All right, so feedback's a very touchy thing in eBay. A lot of people are like, I don't want to get any bad feedback. And when people like threaten to put bad feedback, man, it just really pisses me off and blah, 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 blah. And you know what, I'm with you, right? It sucks. It really does when someone like hey, I bought your item, but the way you described it was totally inaccurate, and before I blah, 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 and they always like threaten you in a weird way, and it's, you know, a little bit verbose, and, you know, they try to use like all this really, really good grammar and everything, but the gist of it is they're really pissed off, and, you know, maybe something's not going well in their life at that moment, and they're just like, that one shipment that got to their house that just didn't really meet their expectations, you know? Okay, so they just fire off at you. All right, so let's talk about feedback. Feedback comes through hustling. People go like, you know, how can I get so much feedback? I want to get a lot of feedback because that's what I don't care about. Feedback, feedback, feedback. Look, if you're a good hustler, just keep hustling at your own rate, okay? It'll come over time. What you gotta make sure is that you go for that 100% feedback goal, okay? You don't want anyone dinging your feedback because you could have feedback of like 30 or 40 or maybe 75 and have 100% and it still looks better than some guy that's like 100 feedback ratings at like 95%. It just looks better, okay? So as long as you get 100%, smart people like me, you know, I go to some people's feedback that's like, you know, 100, and I'll look into the red marks, like, oh no, 95, and I'll look into the red marks. I'll see who dinged them and for what, okay? But honestly, like, aim for the 100%, okay? So when you buy though, make sure to give feedback. That's mean when you buy little things like printer cartridges or anything that you buy for your household or things on eBay, watches, whatever, okay? Make sure to get back with those guys and give them good feedback every time. Even if it sucks, give them good feedback. Just do it, okay? Because there's no reason to spread around anger in this world. There's just no reason. I don't believe in it, okay? I hustle and that's all I focus on. Like, bam, hustling, that's it, okay? Well, my other job too, but like, that's what I focus on. I just focus on hustling. I don't care about people's bad feedback. I'm gonna take care of you, you know, Bonafide hustler. I'm gonna freaking destroy your. No, you're not, okay? Because I got ways to get out of that. So here are those ways. We're gonna call them nasty buyers, okay? And everyone that's dealt with eBay knows what I'm talking about. You sell enough on eBay, them nasty buyers are gonna come around once every 20 items that you sell. And these are people that are probably okay people, but things aren't just going so, you know, really well in their lives, and there's, you know, they're not thinking like straight sometimes, and the reason why I say this is because I call them out on it every single time. This is what you do, okay? So they exist. We got it. That's a given, okay? They exist because hustling is a numbers-based game. And anything in a numbers-based game, they're going to be things like inefficient. I wouldn't say inefficiencies, but they're going to be like sour numbers out of that like mix, okay? It's just statistics, okay? It's the end of the bell curve. So here are your little, you know, them nasty buyers right here, majority of your profits here, and then that's basically how it plays out. But then nasty buyers are right there. Okay, so the first thing you gotta do when you get that nasty letter, okay, don't blow up, don't go beat up your wife, don't go like kicking your dog. Accept responsibility, very important. Accept responsibility and always, accept responsibility always. I can't even read my own shit. Okay, so accept responsibility every single time. I know that sucks, like swallow your pride, okay? But just do it because your feedback's on the line. Really, if they want to toast it, they'll toast it, okay? But you do get a chance. And I've seen this every single time. I've probably had 10 to 20 like real, like thorough threats coming my way going, I'm really, you know, I don't like this. And I can tell by the tone of the sentences, like this is not right. Like this guy's really pissed off. So I accept responsibility immediately, okay? I don't defend like, hey, when I sent it off to you, it was this. When I sent it off to you, there was not a scratch there. I don't care, okay? Because I'm a hustler. And it doesn't matter to me, okay? If I write off one item and I don't make money on it, it doesn't freaking matter. I don't care, okay? It doesn't faze me at all. Okay, so if you're flat, you're flat. Plain and simple. Don't entertain people's anger. Don't entertain people's this and that. Just take care of them, okay? Take care of them and they will take care of you. Okay, we're all still human beings here. We do care about each other in some weird way, even though you don't know that person. Okay, so offer half of the price back or full refund. That's always my rule of thumb, right there. Half price back or full refund. You'd be surprised when you say full refund, and I'll even pay your shipping cost to mail it back to me. I haven't had a single person say, sure, yeah, I'll send the whole thing back. Almost everybody takes the half price back. And you get on PayPal, it's like 2 seconds. Here's your money back. You go back to hustling, and that's all that matters, okay? So, I hope this is helping you. This is how I act, and I have 100% feedback. But I've dealt with the nasty buyers, okay? So, and then the very last email you write to them, okay? After they say like they're apologetic and they're like, man, you're just a freaking great eBay seller. I can't believe you took care of me like that. That's amazing, you know. Sorry to come off the way that I did, but you know, I just wasn't having a good day, right? So I pinpointed it. I know that things going on in other people's lives. It's not as smooth as my life, and I get it, okay? Life is stressful. It really is. So the very last thing you send them is, glad to work it out, okay? Again, sorry, but I'm glad to work it out. Thanks and have a good week. Or thanks and have a good Memorial Day. I had one not too long ago, honestly. And I actually said at the very last moment, thanks, have a good Memorial Day. Again, I'm sorry about what happened. And she was like super nice to me after that. All right, so there's your summary for eBay and feedback. Don't get worked up about them nasty buyers. Don't ever get worked up about that, because that's just going to pollute your mind every time you go around and you're thrifting and you're trying to find stuff and you're in a great pick. And you're going to be thinking about these people, right? You're going to be thinking like, well, what if that scratch right there, I get this thing returned to me? Look, you don't have to think like that. You got to think like a hustler. And a hustler is all about money and numbers. They know if the numbers work out for themselves. But if you entertain them nasty buyers, right? If you just sit there and you get like angry just with them, believe me, your feedback will go down the drain. I've seen it happen with people that are in my exact picking group. I've seen it happen. They're on the phone with eBay trying to get the person to remove their feedback rating. It's awful, right? They're spending hours trying to get that stupid stuff done, okay? I don't believe in it. I never do it. I just accept my responsibility. So I hope this helps you. All right, so. I think it's officially 120 in this freaking garage. Okay, so first of all, thank you guys for subscribing to my channel, those of you that are watching. Second of all, I've got 80 subscribers right now, and I told myself like 2 days ago when I had about 60 that when I reach 100, I'm going to be sending out a pretty cool little contest or a gift, and I haven't really pinpointed what I'm going to give. But I said when that reaches 100, thinking that's really, really far away. Well, the reality of the matter is I might actually reach 100 subscribers by mid next week or the end of next week. So keep subscribing, spread the word, and I hope you like what I'm trying to teach you guys. From the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. I do watch your videos. I love everyone's videos out there. It really helps me out a lot. I know I say this on the end of my videos now, but I've been watching a lot of YouTube. I spend like 4 hours on YouTube every night. So if you guys get like responses from me, I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that because I believe in what I do, and I love what I do, okay? And that's why I'm writing a book about it. So thank you guys. Thank you for subscribing. Spread the word. Put me on Facebook here and there. Let's try some different things out. But I'll never forget you fans. And yeah, when I get to 100 subscribers, oh God, I've been thinking about all the things that I can mail out. So help me get there. And there's going to be a really fun contest. So, all right, thumbs up, comment, like button over there, wherever. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, see ya.